how about for this Christmas, considering slipping something a little extra under the Christmas tree? Here's a look at some new custom VHS slipcover cases from VHS Slipcovers. Oh, and looks that a box has arrived. I don't even have to really wait for December 25th to roll around. If you aren't, though, familiar with VHS slipcovers, why are you not familiar by now with VHS slipcovers? You can follow them over on Instagram, first things first. But what exactly do they do? Let's just break down the 411 of that. VHS slipcovers provides to you, the consumers and collectors alike, slipcover cases for your perhaps DVDs, your Blu-rays, your 4Ks. Any size that you have, VHS slipcovers can provide a slip for that physical media. Perhaps you have yourself, like myself, an obsession with having to collect movies that have slipcovers. A lot of times if you order them from Amazon or other sources and you get them home and you open up the box, you realize, wait a minute, where's the slipcover that goes along with this film? Well, for starters, VHS slipcovers will do you the solid of making you that slipcover, but they'll do actually one extra. They'll produce that slipcover in a way that it looks like an original VHS case from like a VHS cover. We're going to be opening up the box in a short second. I know you probably have already noticed that I've cut the tape on the front. Even though I have honestly cut the tape on the top, I haven't checked out the contents inside. I wanted to leave it as much of a surprise for me as it is going to be for you guys. Again, if you guys certainly would like to follow VHS slipcovers over on Instagram, again, I'll provide the link down below in the video description. Their prices are pretty affordable as well. I think for the entire box, I may have spent... maybe it was just a little over 30, maybe about closer to 40. Unfortunately, though, you probably have missed the deadline for December. However, though, if you do want to reach out to them over on the Instas, you can certainly let them know that you are interested. They'll give you a full list of titles that they have produced for. Let them know which titles you'd like. And then you could be certainly set up, I would imagine, for January. With that being said, though, let's go ahead and open up the box. You can probably even tell I'm a hard guy to read. I'm very excited to open this up. One of the titles, though, I will tell you inside, happens to be my favorite horror movie of all time. You probably already know what that title is. If you are a long-time viewer, you probably already know what the title is. But let's open up the box, check out the contents. Now, again, I've got 3 slipcovers. The first one so happens to be the one that I was actually talking about. Okay, so should I pull it out first to bring over the title and we'll talk a little bit about it first? Okay, maybe we'll bring the title in first. My favorite horror movie of all time, for those that didn't already know, is Witchboard, the original Tawny Kitaen classic. Love Witchboard. I don't know what it is, though, about Witchboard that I love so much, but I just love the movie. Now, I do actually have, to be all honestly fair, an original slipcover I had for this that was produced by another company. I will, though, admit, while the case was okay, the cardboard was a little thinner. I'm not going to sell the guy short. But unfortunately, though, like the adhesive that was used for this slipcover hasn't held out over time. So unfortunately, though, I had to kind of part ways with that slipcover in the hopes of getting something better. Now, I'm not going to compare the two because one is obviously from a different company altogether. But I will, though, pull out the new slipcover that will be housed over top of the case of my all-time favorite movie. So there's the new Witchboard. When you open the door to the unknown, there's no telling who will drop in and who will drop dead. Mouth Vader, of course, there on the top. On the back, though, of the case. Now, this is one of the cool things I really like about VHS slipcovers, is not only, though, you won't get the features on the back, because, again, this is supposed to look like an old VHS slipcase. What you will, though, have is all the read-up, all the things that would have been originally on the VHS case cover. Now, these guys painstakingly recreate this. This isn't just a simple case of scanning this. No. They actually go and try to match the font. They do this from scratch. They overlay, they move the pictures around, they move the font around until it gets just right. Down below, it actually does say Cineplex Odeon Home Video, which was on the original case. That would be one case that if I ever wanted to collect VHS cases, and I know that would be a very deep rabbit hole to go down. Witchboard, if I could get an original Witchboard in good condition, just throwing that out there to anybody, I would love to have that as part of my collection. It is glued extremely well, and while not comparing, though, to the original one, the card stock for this is very premium quality. I mean, to buy this from VHS slipcovers, you would be convinced, though, that you got this directly from a factory, which essentially really what it is. We're going to slide, though, this just feels right. I'm going to slide the case right down into that. And now I got myself Witchboard. Boy, does that look good. Should I really bring in the other one? I'll bring in the other one just to kind of show you guys. I mean, like, the quality, though, for this one is definitely considerably miles ahead of the original case cover. But again, I'm not gonna really mince words and spend the time to really compare the two, because again, like, the focus for this really is just to show you guys my recent purchase from VHS slipcovers. Yes, I did actually buy these. On the back, though, of the case, again, it looks on the side, the spine is nice and sharp, the font is nice and clear. Witchboard looks fantastic. Now, to go along with that, is that the next title? It is in the next title, but what I'm going to do is kind of just reach around the back. Stop that. I'm going to reach around to the back. I'm going to pull out the next case. To go along with Witchboard 1, I also got myself Witchboard 2. Now, I have the Witchboard 2, which is, again, right over here. Amy Dolan's. Her acting is mediocre, but the movie is still enjoyable. Witchboard 2, again, this would be what the original case looks like. I didn't have, unfortunately, a slipcover. I couldn't really even tell you whether I ordered this from Amazon or I ordered this from eBay. Either way, the story ends the exact same place. I didn't have a slipcover at the time. But I don't think it's as good, though, as the first Witchboard, but it's certainly one that I think one should still have in their collection. I'm still one that has Witchboard 3, which I don't think actually VHS Slipcovers has produced, though, a slipcover, because I don't think at the time there has been a physical media release outside of DVD. So maybe eventually, if there is a Blu-ray release of Witchboard 3, they might also release a slipcover of that as well. Again, your spine, there's the front of there, and of course, flipping around to the back. No attention to detail is spared here. Amy Dolan's, Timothy Gibbs, John Gatton's, and Lorraine Newman. Lorraine Newman, is it Lorraine Newman, or is it, I think it is Lorraine Newman. She was also, I think, the one that was in at the very beginning of Jason Goes to Hell. She was the camp counselor, the one that went back to the camp to sort of set the trap for Jason Voorhees. Well, we all sort of know how that ended. So let's go ahead, though, and slide Witchboard 2. And again, does it feel right? It does feel really right. There's Witchboard 2. Nice matte surface as well. The problem with sometimes when you get custom slipcover cases is that they look shiny because, again, generally they're made on thick cardstock photo paper. This is not. It is actually produced in a factory. A printing press does actually make these, and they're carefully sealed. So they're, they look just as good when you have something like this in your hand. They look just as good as if you order it online. Now, how does this, though, look next to Witchboard? Let's have a look. First time doing this. Yeah, that does look good, doesn't it? It's Witchboard 1, Witchboard 2. If I had it next to me, though, I'd have Witchboard 3 still in a DVD. But that's not it. That's not it. I actually did give myself a third title, and what exactly is that third title? It's a bit random. It only so happens that I have the first two titles of this series, which won't be giving anything away. First two titles of this series, and both those two titles happen to have slips. The third one that I had from this series, which I think there in fact actually is a fourth one, but the third one that I have didn't have a slip, so it was driving me this guy bananas. So I decided to order, though, as the third option, as my third slip cover, I got the Howling 3. I started to say that really before I pulled out the slipcase. Yeah, the Howling 3. Howling 1 I did pick up recently from Scream Factory, so again, it had a slip, which was kind of cool. And then just recently, I shouldn't say just recently, a couple of months ago, I also ordered the Howling 2 directly from Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar Syndrome also did a custom slipcover case. Now, this isn't necessarily, I would say, a custom in the sense that it is to replicate, of course, the original VHS slip. But again, it isn't just a case that they scanned this, not at all. I mean, again, they meticulously went in there and recreated the font, recreated where exactly this is placed on the back of the case. So it does look like, because again, if you were to take this from the original VHS, it would only just really be stretched, or they'd have to put borders around the sides. No, that this is a fully realized, fully materialized case. And here's the original Howling 3. Some probably would even say, why would you have wasted the money to get yourself a slipcase for something like the Howling 3? Okay, the Howling 3 isn't the greatest of movies, but again, having the first two, I had to get myself a slipcover for the third one. So again, it looks very much like the case that I have. On the back, this will have, of course, the features. This one will not. But the charm that goes with this is the fact that you're getting something that looks like an original VHS case. Now, just getting this in here. Careful, careful, careful. There we go. Slide that all the way in there. And I'm really probably, for this unboxing, I probably should have really brought in Howling 1 and Howling 2. But seeing really, though, that VHS slipcovers weren't the ones really responsible for making those cases, why would I then feel the need to bring... I probably should have brought those in. But Howling 3, nice to finally have myself a slipcase. This has probably, again, been the third time I've done now a purchase, really, first of all, from VHS slipcovers, but I think this is also the third unboxing video that I've done here on this channel. I've picked up several titles from them. I'm already kind of figuring out right now my list, my wish list of what I will be ordering them from January, because I think right now they have wrapped things up for, obviously, December. So again, if you guys are interested, I would certainly those say is head on over to Instagram. You can find them over there. Just basically look up VHS. Type this in, or on your phone, little smaller keys. Type that in, VHS slipcovers. And you can see what's going on over there. Every once in a while, they'll post up new titles. The ones I will tell you right away that I'm kind of most interested in getting probably for the next time is The Brain. I think I had plans to get Candyman 2 because I don't have Candyman 2, the slipcase for that. And Robert Englund's Phantom of the Opera. Weird, again, titles, but again, those are all titles that I didn't get the chance to have those cases with when I first bought the movies. Prior to that purchasing, I had also picked up a couple of the Amityville 2, Amityville 3. So again, like if you guys haven't had a chance to check out my previous reviews for VHS slipcovers, go give them a gander, but also give them a gander over on Instagram. Today, though, we were doing an unboxing, and I got myself a couple of new slipcover cases from VHS slipcovers. Definitely looking forward now to getting Witchboard back on my shelf with a proper slipcase. And now to go along with that, I finally have a slipcase for Witchboard 2. Again, some would say, why would you waste the money for Howling 3? Well, again, because I already have the first two. What do you guys think of these? Let me know down below in the comment section. Have you guys had the chance to order anything from VHS slipcovers, or would you be interested? One of the old titles that I also remember picking up from them recently was Cheerleader Camp. Oh man, Cheerleader Camp! What a deep cut movie that is. And it was finally actually cool to finally get a slipcover for that. But plans probably will be in plans. Plans will also be in motion, of course, for the new year. We're going to be picking up probably a couple more of the slipcovers from VHS slipcovers, so they're probably going to be seeing me as a return customer. But again, like, what do you guys think of these? Let me know down below in the comment section. If in the meantime you guys did enjoy this video, do it the solid, throw it the like, and shortly right after that, of course, if you haven't already, turn on the bell notification. That gives you the reminders every single time new content. Between me and you, new content is always going to be popping up. Don't be the guy that's missing out on that. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.